Okay, folks, welcome back. Um, so we've now got our base map, and I would encourage you folks to, really make your base map look good. I just showed you a few things, showed you some examples, but as far as a finished product, I would encourage you to go a little further, make it very useful for you. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to navigate back to home here. And I just wanted to show you folks that you don't have to start from scratch if you don't want to. There's this find inspiration, explore styles. So there are styles that other people have come up with. They're posted on here. So if you see a style you really like, you can say add this style. And so that's a style that's already been created. It's getting added to your account. Then I want to say edit this map. And so this is my own local version of Wham. We'll call it Wham for John. So now, now I have access to this, and I can actually add, I can add things to this layer if I want. Sorry, to this style. Oh, let's see here. Let's say I want to add land use. Okay. So now these black, so if you go over, there's the style button, and then there's the data button. So if you go over to the data, land use is highlighted. If you click on it, looks like these are all parking lots. So anyway, you can adjust these pre-made styles, right, to fit your own purposes. So I just wanted to show you folks that if you wanted to select, one of these pre-made styles, feel free, but then you definitely want to adjust it to make it your own. Or you can build one from scratch like we've been doing. So anyway, getting back to what we've been doing. So before I go back to our map, I want to show you folks how to bring data in from the internet. Okay? And so I have downloaded, I downloaded that surface geology layer. It was a zip file that I then unzipped and opened the shape file when we were building our Google Earth map. And so I can actually import those data into Mapbox as well. And so I don't want to use the unzipped folder. I just want to use the whole zip file. And I'm going to want to bring that into Mapbox. So I go up here, select tile sets, new tile set, upload file, select a file. And let's see here. So I want to go down to that original zip file that I downloaded, which is right there. And so I'm saying confirm, bring that zip file in. And so you can see it's uploading in progress. If I wanted to, upload file. So if I wanted to bring something else in, I could, let's see, looks like karst cave density. Looks like I've got some other zip files on here. So I can bring that in too. So anyway, you can bring a bunch of data layers in if you want to make them part of your base map. And the other thing I wanted to mention was data sets. So if you go to the data sets tab, you can make a new data set called polygons for exercise 3. Okay. And so we'll start, this is a blank data set. Let's go to Fort Wayne. Okay. So basically, let's say, let me put on a satellite image here, just so I can see what I'm doing. And so let's say you wanted to draw some polygons. Okay, let's see here. We've got a, we'll call this, what is this? This looks like a some kind of limestone quarry. They look like settling ponds for water. So anyway, something's going on there. I think it's actually water treatment. So let's go ahead and draw a polygon. So we're just going to draw a polygon around here. Okay. So we just drew a feature. So we could add information to this. So it says a property contains a field and a value. The field can be shared across multiple features. The value can be a string or number, so it can be letters or numbers. So if we add a property, looks like we'd have to add fields first. Okay. So you can add information onto these data sets. I don't think I'm going to do that now, but I did want to show you folks that you can. It looks like, let's draw something else around here. So let's just draw another polygon. Okay. Let's find a different place to draw one. Down here. This, I've been here before. This is a big limestone mine, and that is a landfill. So let's draw a polygon around. I'll just do that really quickly. Polygon around this limestone mine. Okay. So now we've drawn some polygons. So now we have a data set called polygons for exercise 3. We're going to go ahead and save that. Then we're going to export to a tile set. Okay, so now we've got that processing. And so once we export that to a tile set, that'll also be available in our map. So let's get back to our map. Okay, styles. Exercise 3 base map. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is add that geologic map. So let's go ahead and look for it within our tile sets. Okay, here we are. So let's go ahead and create that layer. And so right now it's looks like a big mess, but that's because just the colors, haven't been prepared yet. And so we've got to style this layer. So we've got our layer here. We've just got to style it. So let's color is the main issue here. So let's go to color, and then remember you've got the style tab and then the data tab, right? Okay. So let's look at some of the data here. So you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different attributes, right? Deposition, description, but it's not totally spelled out. Geologic underscore A, which looks like that's the age, geologic age, and then a symbol, MC. So the symbol is going to be the most useful thing to categorize these different categories, because the symbol combines this information into a single symbol. So MC, so let's go, so what we're going to do is set value by data, then select a field, symbol, and we know that it's going to be a string, so it's letters, not numbers. Categorical, it's going to be categories. And we'll leave the zoom level alone now because it's not that big of a deal. So what was it? MC? Is that what it was? Yep, MC. By the way, these are mainly polygons, so we can turn everything else off. MC, and we will make MC, oh, why not a light orange? Okay. Okay, so now we're starting to get our data back, right? We're starting to see some of the geologic data that we weren't able to see because it was all black, basically. Okay, so let's go into our data again. Let's see what other symbols we have. So TC. So let's add another category here. TC. We'll call TC. Make TC green. Okay. And then looks like we've got another big one, right? And this is 6. The symbol is 6. So we're going to add another one. It's going to be 6. We'll make that fuchsia. I know there's LC. We'll make that red. And there's an LS, Lakeshore Sands. We will make that kind of a sandy color. And what else do we have here? Just remember, what's ever in black has not been categorized yet. Oh, O. So we can go back, add another one. O. Which we will make. And so I showed you with the last one, sorry, I forgot to mention it, that you can adjust opacity right on the slider here, right? Okay, actually we'll leave it all the way for now. So I think that's enough. You folks are getting the picture here. And then you can actually adjust opacity on the whole thing, which is probably the handier thing to do. So for this base map, I want to see this geology. And we can go back, the default value. Let's just make the default value completely clear so we don't have to worry about any of that black color. Okay, so now, right, we've got our map, plus we've got some geologic features that we chose to keep, and we've colored them according to their symbol, and we've made them a little bit see-through. Okay, so now, what else did we have? Oh yeah, our polygon layer, so we can add another layer. And hopefully our polygon layers, hopefully our polygon layer is sitting somewhere. Here it is. Polygons for exercise 3. And we know that they're only polygons. Okay, they ended up being black by default. Let's make those bright red. Okay. All right, so those polygons are bright red. And just a note on order. So, I wouldn't want to take this satellite and move it up above everything else, or it would cover everything, right? So the order in which things are listed in the viewer here is the order that they're projected onto the map. So, if you have a big satellite part of your base map, you definitely want to keep that down low. Okay, so now I've got this geologic map. I've got my polygons that I drew. I've got my roads, and I've styled everything how I like it. So I will show you. Oh, let's just for fun, let's add one of our other layers here. Let's see here. Karst cave density. Karst cave density. So that's probably not going to be in our area. There it is. So again, we're able to map a label, or sorry, map a layer, but this wouldn't be very useful for us since it's going to be way down in the south. But anyway, you folks get the idea that you can easily bring shapefiles into here to make a map. Okay, and so the advantage that Mapbox has is that it, I'm just going to go ahead and delete this off of here, is that it can make really, really, really cool looking maps. And so even, let me show you this, you can even load raster data in, and so I went ahead and georeferenced a topo map, and I went ahead and uploaded it. So, you definitely could bring raster data, whether it's a topo map, a picture overlay, or maybe it's a satellite image, Landsat, or some other kind of data. You can definitely bring that in, which is pretty powerful. And so let's add, so to To be able to add raster data to a base map, your own raster data, is pretty cool. So let's add this topo map. It's just telling me it's not in my current view, which makes sense. Let's create layer. You know, because I was messing around by Mary Lee. So let's see. You saw how that notification came up. Let's see here. It's not there anymore. So let me see. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find that map. Oh, there it is. Ah, it's right there. Okay. So we can, let's make this a little more, let's make this more see-through here so we can actually see what we did. So again, I just uploaded this just like you upload anything else. So I didn't want to make sure you folks saw, you can't really georeference within Mapbox, so you have to georeference in another program, and I'll include a link to that in case you do want to georeference within another program. But anyway, once it's georeferenced, you can just bring it right in, and there we go. So pretty cool. You can put raster data into Mapbox, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so in the next tutorial, I'll show you how to make your web map and then also get these data into Carto.